Evening YouTube. Now tonight on Rattlesnake Vibes, James is round and we're having a night in. And as you can see on the table we've got set up the new Sony speakers that I found in the charity shop and the Sansui 310 receiver. So we're going to have a good listen to that tonight. Put the little speakers through their paces, and then I shall make a video later tonight about our findings. And that is what I was planning to do last night, because last night that was my plan. So I set the Sansui up and the Sonys last night. I had a couple of beers and was just planning to have a night in and really have a good listen to the sound of these little Sony speakers. Because I only got these the other day, I found them in a charity shop for the bargain price of £10. I did do a video on them where I opened them up and gave them a good service on my other channel, and when I did open them up I found out all the connections were really loose on them, so they've all been tightened up. And now these Sony seem to be working really well. So last night I connected them up to the Sansui, sat down on the sofa and started having a listen to see what I thought of my new little Sony speakers. So there I was on the sofa, and the first CD I put in was a Dr. Feelgood CD. So there I am, sitting listening to Dr. Feelgood. Now I know that's not a good CD for like a bit of critical listening, but it will give you a general gist of what these speakers sound like, because Dr. Feelgood can make a lot of cheap little budget speakers start to really distort. But it wasn't with these Sonys. They was doing a really good job of Dr. Feelgood. I was listening away quite happy. The bass was all sounding nice, the harmonicas was sounding really good, so yeah, these little Sony speakers was doing a good job on Dr. Feelgood. So then I put in a Desmond Decker CD. So I listened to a couple of tracks on that CD, and my quiet night in and having a good listen to these Sony speakers was going really well. And then I heard the front door go, and it was my missus getting home. And that's when the quiet night in and doing some serious listening to the Sony speakers went totally out of the window, and party night did begin. Because she came into the room and she went to me, "Do you want a pina colada?" I went, "What, cocktails?" She went, "Yeah, I've bought all the stuff for when James comes round tomorrow. I thought we'd have some pina coladas. So I've bought a load of stuff, all the coconut milk, pineapple and all that. So I thought I'd make one tonight and try 'em out." I'm like, "What, it's only Thursday night and you want to have cocktails?" I said, "I've got work tomorrow." She went, "Well, I haven't, so I'm having one. Do you want one or not?" So obviously I went, "Yeah, all right then," because I do like a pina colada. And I honestly thought she was going to bring in like one glass of pina colada, like a glass each. But oh no, that didn't happen. Next minute she's came in the room and she's got a massive jug full that she's made with all pineapple round the top and everything. Umbrellas sticking out of it. She thought she was in Honolulu last night. So then she's poured out a couple of glasses, and as soon as I've tasted it, you could just tell that she had put a load of rum in it, and it was really powerful, this pina colada. So then she has sat down on the sofa and joined me in here, and we have put on a Sam Cooke CD. So we had pina coladas and a bit of Sam Cooke, and it was only Thursday night, so we was living it up on a Thursday. And again, the little Sony's done a really good job. Sam Cooke's voice sounded really good through the tweeter on these speakers. It sounded better than what I thought it was going to. So it really did sound good, the old Sam Cooke CD. And we had Everybody Likes to Cha-Cha-Cha about 3 times. That's how good it sounded. It really did sound nice. A bit of Sam Cooke through this sansui with these speakers on it. What's that, James? James just said, where's his pina colada? Oh, we'll have some soon, James. She's got a load left. When she gets in, I'll get her to make another jug. It was really tasty. And we'll have Sam Cooke Cha-Cha-Cha again, because I think that's the new Pina Colada song. So then last night, after we had Sam Cooke CD, the next CD we put on was Paul Simon Greatest Hits CD. And again, the little Sonys were really singing. And we had me and Julio down by the schoolyard. We had that one about 3 times as well. And the little Sonys were really singing to that song. They was really rhythmical. I think these Sony speakers really like Paul Simon. They really were singing their little heads off. And me and the missus, we're sitting on the sofa, dancing along to a bit of me and Julio down by the schoolyard. So by this time, the jug of pina colada is empty. So without saying anything, she's just got up and gone and made another jug full. And I swear that second jug full was even stronger than the first jug. So I put in the CD player. Wilson Pickett, Land of 1,000 Dances. 'Cause I'm still trying to listen to these Sony speakers. I'm still trying to test them out. So we had Wilson Pickett, then we had a bit of Cab Calloway, Minnie the Moocher, and then we had a few other tracks. And I said to my missus, I really like these Sony speakers. I said, they are the best tenor I've spent in ages. And she went, yeah, I really like them. They're good for a tenor. She went, but I want some thumping bass. I want big floor stander bass. I want some pumping TDL bass. 'Cause she loves them big TDL speakers and they do pump some bass. And I went, oh, you can't have the TDLs on. They got all stuff in front of them and they're not even connected up at the minute. She went, oh, well, what floor standers are connected up to an amp then? I went, oh, the magnets are. She went, right, let me fill the jug back up and then I want the magnets and I'm picking a CD. So by now, she is in full-blown party mode. She wants thumping bass and a little dance around. I know what she's like. And it, James, when she gets in party mode, she just loves a bit of bass, innit, mate? Yeah, James said, yeah, she's a bass head. She might make out like she's a bit of a rock chick, but really she's a secret raver. Yeah, you're right there, mate. She is a secret raver. So that was it. She went and topped the jug back up, and that was it. I had to abandon my night of listening to the new Sonys. So the little sansui got turned off, and I turned on my Technics SU V2 amplifier, because that's the one that the magnat speakers are connected up to, and it is the amplifier that's in the bottom of my hi-fi rack, the silver one. You've probably seen it in some of my other videos. So I fired that one up, and then she came back with a full jug and a big smile on her face, and I went, right, so what do you want to put on then? And she went, I'll pick something 'cause I know what I want. And then she is going through my CDs, and all of a sudden she went, right, got it. And in the CD player went SL2 on a ragger tip. and the little technics and the magnets got cranked up a fair bit, and she is dancing round the room like a lunatic. So obviously I had to join her. So I drank another glass of pina colada, and that was it. I was up with her, dancing till SL2 on a ragger tip. And it was only Thursday night. What's that, James? Yeah, mate, sorry you missed it. We had proper party, dancing to SL2 without you, mate. You missed out. We had a proper party with the technics and the magnets last night. We was raving on a Thursday night, and I had work in the morning. Then we had Think Tank, a knife and a fork. And then we had Earth Leakage Trip, Ice Cream Band from Hell. Then we had Sons of the Loop, Far Out. Yeah, sorry mate, we had Far Out without ya. Then we had Earth Leakage Trip, no idea. Then we had Trip to the Moon, Part 1 and Part 2. We had Super Sharp Shooter Shooting Sharp. We had He's Way in My Brain and Big Fat and Heavy. It was all going on last night for a Thursday, mate. You missed it. It was a great night. And then the last one I remember dancing to was Valley of the Shadows, Origins Unknown. And then I looked at the clock and it was 1 o'clock in the morning and I had to be up at 5:30. And then I looked at the jug of pina colada and she'd filled it up again. So I had one more glass and sat on the sofa and I said to her, come on, one more song and I'm going to bed. She went, right, I'll pick another one. I went, no, I'm picking, because there is only one song to play right now and finish off a really good night. So that was it. I found it and put it in the CD player. And it was Graham Fellows, Jilted John. If you don't know what that song is, please play it. But make sure you have a couple of drinks before you play it, and then it's a fantastic old song. So we had Jilted John twice, I think, and then it was time for me to go to bed. So we had a really good night, but I couldn't stay up any longer because I had to be up at 5:30 for work. So that was it. I went to bed. It was 1:30 in the morning and I set my alarm for 5:30. So I literally had 4 hours in bed. So as I laid down, it was nice and quiet, but then I just heard 2, 3, 4. So she was playing Jilted John again. I had to get up and tell her to turn it off. Normally it's her shouting at me to turn the music down and turn it off, but last night it was me shouting at her. So she done what I did. She shut the door on the room and turned it down a bit, but I could still hear it. And I just remember hearing Ballroom Blitz. She had that going, and then I could hear the Ramones going, and that must have been when I fell asleep. And then my alarm went off. 5:30 this morning, the van picked me up at 6:10. So I got in the van this morning and the bloke I work with, he went to me, can you drive? I just looked at him. I went, look at my face. I was up at 1:30 drinking pina coladas. I think you better drive. He went, yeah, I think I better. Look at the state of you. So that was it. I just went asleep in the van, and lucky we was working miles away and we got stuck in a load of traffic, so we didn't get there until 9:45. So I had a lovely sleep in the van and then felt much better once I woke up. So I don't know what time my missus finally came to bed, because she did stay up having a one-woman party with the Ramones, the Technics SUV2 amplifier and the set of magnat floor standers. So she rung me about 2 o'clock. I think she must have just woke up, because she went to me, where are you? I went, I'm at work. She went, oh, you made it to work then? I went, yeah, where are you? She went, oh, I don't feel that well. Why did you let me make another jug of pina colada? So I got the blame for her one-woman party last night when it was nothing to do with me. I was quite happily listening to a bit of Dr. Feelgood and having a little quiet beer when she stuck her head in the door and went, do you want a jug of pina colada? So it was all her fault, but I got the blame. So even though it was technically my fault, well, according to her it was still a really good Thursday night. It's one of the best Thursday nights I've had in a long time. And what's that, James? No, James, we're not having SL2 on the magnets tonight. No floor standers tonight, mate. Oh, James, stop begging. I said no, mate. Oh, all right, maybe a little bit later. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.